Okay, so now I'm going to go around and see the sponsors, okay, to give you an idea who's sponsoring me, and just go say hi and thank you to them as well. So come along, let's go. We are going now to Transport Centre Staffordshire and also Performance Unit, and they work closely together. They are located closely together as well, so yeah, catch two birds with one stone. So come along, let's go. Okay, so while we on the way there, I'll give you an update on the boxers and fighters situation. So I've got 14 lads who have put their name in, but I need more. And the reason being is all 14 will not be suitably matched up with each other. So I need a bigger pool of boxers and fighters, etc. Yeah. And the other thing, what I'm looking for is I want more people just who don't have to be boxers, but just want to be part of this charity event. Yeah, I want to do their bit, get in the ring, even if they have to do 1 round, 1 minute, 2 rounds, I don't mind. Yeah, but I'm looking for some people to bring in a new set of eyes, and I want people to enjoy it. Okay, this is not about beating each other up. You know, it's not professional boxing. You're not going for the knockouts. You're just taking part and get yourself a trophy at the end of it and doing your bit for charity, trying to raise money for charity. So I'm looking for people out there, even the sponsors. If there's any sponsors I want to get involved, or somebody from their firm to get involved, then, you know, reach out and let's get it on. I'd love to see, you know, for example, I'd love to see a taxi service, taxi base versus another taxi base. Obviously, without getting too personal, without getting too violent, or another business versus another business, a sponsor versus a sponsor, or just anyone, 2 friends. I've actually got 2 friends taking part, and I spoke to them, and they want to take part, and they are willing to get in the ring and do that bit for charity, and they've agreed that they're not going to take it too serious, and which is good, because you want them to enjoy it, be safe, and not take it too far. So anybody out there, there's still time. Get in contact with me, put your name down, and even if you've got somebody that you want to go in the ring with, then get them on board as well. So let's go. So I'm going down to these boys, Transport Centre Staffordshire, in the car business, as well as Performance Unit, and I'm hoping to see the legend. I'm hoping to see the legend known as Ahbid Chowdhury, one of the living legends of Stoke-on-Trent, a beautiful brother, and no doubt you may have well seen him around on the social media scene, and he's a great inspiration to a lot of people, and I'm hoping to see him. I'm hoping I'll catch him there. I will be disappointed if Ahbid is not available, but nevertheless we'll catch Ahbid again. But let's see who's down here. If this red light allows me to go, man, I'm stuck at this red light here. How long is this red light going to be here for? Come on. All right, then. Here we are at the base of Transport Centre Staffordshire. Let's see who's around. Let's go. Okay, so I'm here at the Transport Centre Staffordshire. Let me show you guys how to get here. So if you come from the top of Shelton there, or from down the bottom, you guys will recognise there's a cemetery, and we've got Davy Street, we've got Castle Street down the bottom there. At the moment, that's the only way you can access it, because obviously these road cones. But this is Davy Street. A lot of people will be familiar, and this is where these guys are situated here. Let's check it out. Okay, so these guys, mashallah, I've known these guys all my life. Yeah, transport center, awesome. I've been on these, and the beauty of these guys is that these guys were petrol heads. Yeah, they were into cars, and that passion of theirs they've turned into, you know, employment, a business, and a running business, mashallah, and successful business as well. So let me just show you some of the vans. I'm gonna try and sneak on the vans. They just walked off. I'm gonna sneak on. So all that is built to spec. Okay, that plywood, everything. Look how neat that is. Look how neat that is. Work. Beautiful, nice and clean, nice and neat. Yeah, look at that. Okay, and then you got another one here. Let me close this. Look at the alloys on that. Okay, perfect. And then this one here, check this one out here. Built to spec. Okay, Rhino. Okay, Rhino ladder, the roof rack. Check inside. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, let's see how good they are. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Solid metal. Rhino company. You know this quality when it's Rhino. Let's see if we can sneak upstairs. Oh, look at that. A proper roof rack, yeah? A proper roof rack for a proper builder. Oh. So beautiful, guys. Vans are beautiful. There's another van here. There's another one that I want to sneak into. Okay, let me take you with me. Check this one out. Check this caddy out here. Beautiful little machine. Check the wheels. Okay, check the front. Look at that. Okay, let me show you something else. Let me show you the back. Okay, check this out then. Check this caddy out, okay? If you ever been kicked out the house, okay, you need a bit of me time, this caddy's got you sorted. Watch this. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Just go sleep. If you're on your lunch break, you need just a 5 minutes to lie down. Go over here, look at this. I'm gone. I'll see you in a bit. Check that out. Nice little bed. Again, all kitted out to build to spec as well. Yeah, all built to spec. And these guys, like I said, petrol heads, turned that passion into a business. Now they sell cars, specialize in commercial vans, bespoke commercial vans built to spec for you. Remember, look behind me, look at that. All these. That's just a few. Okay, they got more in other places as well. So once again, a massive thank you to Transport Centre Staffordshire for supporting us again. The beautiful brothers, always asking us to check them out. Whatever you got a car need, check them out. Now, let's go meet and have a conversation with Ahbid. Let's go. Bro, I just want to massive thank you for supporting the boxing show again. Alhamdulillah. You guys have always supported us.
Listen, you know, Haji Bashir Foundation when it started. Shafiq came to me, and and obviously, it means a lot to me because of your dad.
Yeah.
Your dad meant a lot to me. So growing up, your dad meant a lot to me. Subhanallah. So, yeah.
Inshallah. Yeah, this is it. This one thing I wanted to get across to the YouTube was that it's not just us. It's not just me doing this boxing show. It's a community feel. Like already within a week, I've already mentioned that we've got, mashallah, got 7 people on board in terms of sponsoring us, and and 5 of them are the people that have been doing it for the past few years. So whenever I say something, whenever our charity says anything, alhamdulillah, the supporters over there and guys like yourself, mashallah, are always willing to support. And that's the beauty of Stoke-on-Trent, is that people are there. You're asking for a bit of support, they're there for you, mashallah. So Abs, tell us a bit more about this Transport Centre Staffordshire, man. Where did this idea come from? I know it was some petrol heads.
Yeah.
Passion. Yeah. Turned that into the business, etc.
Yeah.
But where did that come from, bro?
I've never been a petrol head in my life. I'm an electric guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's a bad joke. That's a wheelchair. But I've never really been into cars, vans. It's not been my thing. I've always been a football guy, as you know.
Yeah.
Football, man. Yeah, football, absolutely. So this started by accident. So back in 2020, with capability, we lost a lot of work because of the lockdown and everything like that. And we had vehicles that were doing nothing.
Okay.
So I had to start selling vehicles, to pay staff and to keep capability going. And alhamdulillah, the reason capability kept going is because they were all the vehicles we purchased outright. They weren't on finance or anything. We started selling vehicles, and then all of a sudden we realized, people buying vehicles, and we need to set up a separate company, and
so you can offer that better sport.
Absolutely, and then all of a sudden, I've always been a salesperson. So it comes natural.
You can sell snow to the Eskimos.
I could sell a wheelchair to you, if you need one, Just thinking of going Orphan Towers and getting on the rides quickly, I've got a wheelchair. Not for hire, it's to sell. But, so it just comes natural to me selling after that. And then, obviously my partner, Asim's a big petrol head. He knows about cars. It was really his vision, his idea, his dream. And we made it happen. We made it happen.
That's absolutely brilliant, Marshall.
It's amazing how ironic, actually. Social network.
Yeah.
It brings us together, but we're not together.
We're not together. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
We're more disconnected than ever, and the reason we're disconnected is because there's people out there who maybe are suffering from, mental health, or suffering from something, but they're not talking.
Yeah.
They haven't got a brotherhood. Brotherhood is very important.
Massive, bro.
If I didn't have the people around me and my brotherhood around me, right, I don't know where I'd be.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's true. Brotherhood is important, and that's why our Dean teaches us about brotherhood and about, we're all brothers to one another.
And that's where when we're raising money and we're doing something, it's a brotherhood thing.
Yeah.
We're doing it together. SubhanAllah. But this event, I mean, have you found me an opponent yet?
Abs, tell the camera.
And don't tell me it's a guy on a Hoover. Because that's not going to work. It's not going to be Robot Wars.
I'm going to give you the finest of fighters for you. But tell the cameras what you just did, what you said to me outside, because unfortunately I didn't catch it on camera. But not only
actually, let me ask you, right? You don't know me as good as your brothers, especially Jamil. Yeah. Right? But what do you think my knowledge is when it comes to boxing?
Fantastic, bro. Yeah. Fantastic. You're a man of a fountain of knowledge when it comes to sports I think it's boxing in particular.
I think
I know you have a lot of arguments with Jim about boxing.
Yeah. We do. Loads. I see myself as a boxing historian. So I see myself as a person who, if you were to ask me a boxer in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, I could probably give you a boxer from every decade.
One question then. Yeah. All-time favorite boxer of yours? Favorite?
For me, my generation, my generation.
Favorite to
from
you?
What I've seen, I think, and he should have done a lot better than I think Sugar Shane Mosley for me was probably Sugar Mosley at peak was the best boxer. After but that one fight that takes everything away from you.
Yeah.
Right, and I think that fight was he lost to Vernon Forrest, right? Great boxer, right? Langley arms,
America's nightmare.
Long arms. And that's people say Mayweather's are as good as Mayweather is. Don't get me wrong. I think technically Mayweather was the best boxer out there, but he avoided people with long arms.
Long arms, yeah.
He avoided Margarito. He avoided guys with long arms, and I think if Mosley fought Mayweather in his peak,
would have been a different story.
It would have been a different story. So that's my favorite boxer.
But your favorite boxer. So you're ready to step in the ring as well, then?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you said you want to be a coach and a commentator.
Absolutely.
You think you can do all three on one night?
Absolutely. If it's for charity,
there you go.
If it's all about the cause.
It's all about the cause. If Ab's going to do all that, then you got to do your part by supporting the charity boxing exhibition number 6. Get on board. And also, Ahbid, the exclusive I'm going to say right now is I've not mentioned what we raising money for. Okay, so I might as well do now with you because I know it's a big part of you. So this year's charity boxing exhibition, I'm going to be hopefully raising money for KORT Hospital in Kashmir. Okay, and I'm hoping to raise £15,000 that will get me a bed on one of the wards. Now, the Haji Bashir Ahmed Foundation has, with the Beji Foundation, which you are part of both,
absolutely,
we've pledged £120,000, haven't we, Abs? Yeah, which is not a small amount. So we're going to be hopefully, inshallah, aiming to reach that over the next 3 years. But me, the charity boxing exhibition, Keefy boxing, I want to do £15,000 of that, hopefully through this boxing show. Now, last year we managed £11,000, Abs. Alhamdulillah, that doubled the year before. But then 15 we should aim for as well, inshallah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this cause, it's not just a cause. I mean, when they approached me, I you know, they just blew me away.
Yeah.
They blew me away because it makes you realize that I'm so, you know, obviously physically you can see I'm different. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's because I have, alhamdulillah, I've got challenges in life. But when you think of people in other countries, in countries like Pakistan, and I think of that children who have got similar conditions to me, but have not got the facilities.
Yeah.
Have not got the facilities, and you know, dignity.
Yeah.
Dignity is a big thing. A washroom, you know, something like that. You know, a commode, you know, a wheelchair just to get around. You know, it's a big thing, and it's one like it makes me emotional, and it's personal to me. It's become personal to me. You know why it's become personal to me.
Of course, bro.
You know, and it does make me emotional. And this is a charity I want to give my life to the rest of my life. So everything that we do, inshallah, which we do is everything else. We work in Africa and everything else, but this charity as well. We want to make this priority, and we want to be.
Hopefully, inshallah, we'll get there. We just need the right fighters, the right opponents, the spectators, the crowd, and support this cause, inshallah, support the charity boxing exhibition.
Absolutely. So if you feel like if you feel you're a fighter, or if you feel you want to become a fighter, or if you feel you want to, you know, try something new with your life, and you know, because it's good, it's training. You know, it's training you, it's giving you a discipline.
It's an opportunity, yeah.
Absolutely. When it comes to boxing, the form of discipline in boxing, there's nothing better.
Nothing better, yeah.
Nothing better.
So, everybody out there, Ahbid's looking for an opponent. Put your names in, DM me on social media.
Or I could be your coach. If you want me to be your coach.
If not, he's going to be a coach.
I'll be your coach.
There you go.
I will prepare you for the fight. I'll prepare you for the win.
There you go.
Because no matter what happens on the night, guys, one thing, remember, it's not about you. It's not about me. It's about this cause. So win, lose, or draw, it's always a win because we're raising money.
This is it.
For such a great cause. And please look at the videos of the KORT Foundation. That's KORT Foundation.
I'll tag them in this, hopefully, inshallah, in this episode in the description, inshallah. So, Abs, I really appreciate that, bro.
I appreciate you.
Thanks for your support once again, inshallah, ongoing support. And, you know, our families go way back.
Absolutely.
Ours, mine, yours, Asim's, mashallah, our fathers. You know, obviously my father's passed away, and obviously Asim's and yours are still alive. Allah give them, you know, shifa from any illness that they have.
Absolutely.
But this shows that they were so close. Hence why we are so close as well, alhamdulillah. And this is, you know, that's what the next generation needs to know is how close we are, and inshallah they'll continue that as well. So a big massive thank you to you, big massive thank you to Asim, the Transport Centre Staffordshire. So inshallah, let's get it going.
If you're looking for a van, you know where to come. I'm the man.
There you go. Nice one, I appreciate that, my bro. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
So we're on to the next sponsor, which is Performance Unit. So these guys are located here on Castle Street. So let's check this out then. Check their garage out. Let me go back a bit. Let me show you. This is their office, their garage, their workshop. Again, bespoke built vehicles. Beautiful vehicles. So we've got here a Mazda California. Beautiful yellow. Look at that. Now, if my daughter was here, she'd punch me just because it's yellow. The amount of times I've been punched every time I see a yellow car, It's unreal, but she would definitely punch me. And then we've got an Audi, a Phantom edition there. Look at that. Beautiful car there. Let's see if we can see the side of it a bit. Look at that. And let's go inside here. Right, let's check this out now. Check this office slash workshop. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Now check this beauty here. If you're an M3 lover, you're going to love this. There's something about M3s. Every boy that I know wants one and loved one from back in the days. Now the thing with this one is, this is a rare one. This is a manual V8 M3. Okay, I've just been told this is part of the Trinity. So if you know what the Trinity is, then you know what this is. Okay, check this out. Beautiful. So it's a beautiful machine. Beautiful machine. And talking about beautiful machines, let me take you over here. Check this beauty. Check this out. Older than me. I'm probably older than a lot of my subscribers as well. Look at that. A 1972 BMW E3. Look at that. For sale as well. This is a classic. Look at the leathers in there. And then we've got two beautiful white Mercedes here. We've got a GLC coupe and a GLA hatch, sorry, not a GLA H. So I need to improve my car knowledge on these. But this one here is a built-in house, D-chrome and aero styling kits on both of them. Look at this. Beautiful motor. So if you're after all your performance motors built to spec and are built to a really good standard, look at that, then Performance Unit is your place, is your calling card. Find them on social media. Okay, look them up, come down and get in touch with these. If you need your car for all your car needs and wants, I'm sure these guys will sort it out.